Krauthammer joins me, syndicated columnist and Fox News contributor. Charles, what's on your mind? What are your thoughts as we wait for this moment?
Well, we're down to a choice that, for conservatives, is a very good one. I think either one would please conservatives. I think just about anybody on the initial list of 21 possible Supreme Court choices was reassuring, and it certainly helped Trump to get reelected, to get elected. I think that really made an impression. Large number of people on the exit polls said that the choice of Supreme Court was extremely important for them, and the ones who did generally went for Trump.
Yeah, it's a great point.
So I think either one would be very pleasing.
Yeah,
the Gorsuch choice, I think, will be, if that is the choice, it'll be a particularly welcomed one.
All right, so you'll have the moment tonight where everyone in the White House is happy and clapping, and, you know, as you say, conservatives will be pleased with the choice, but you know, and I know, that tomorrow this battle is going to begin. Characterize what you think this is going to be like for us. Is it going to be like Clarence Thomas all over again?
The Democrats are not going to wait until tomorrow. The muskets are going to start to fire within minutes on tweets and elsewhere, and the bombs bursting in air. The Democrats will be right out of the gate. They probably have prepared all the talking points and the personal attacks before even knowing who the choice was going to be. So I think they are ready. They have their playbook. Extremist, not in the mainstream, is not sensitive to the Constitution. Misogynist, not sensitive to women's rights, civil rights, etc. That's all prepared. It's ready to go. It's a fill-in-the-blanks assault, and it'll start right away. And it will fail.
You know, we're watching this live shot now. You see Donald Trump's sons, Eric and Don Jr. We just saw Brad Pascal, who was the brains behind the data machine that propelled the Trump campaign to victory in many ways, telling them which counties they needed to be in, and the like. So this president, as you pointed out, Charles, is where he is tonight, at least in part, because many people looked at the equation between a Clinton presidency and a Trump presidency and said, I want a more conservative Supreme Court pick. As you pointed out, this was a very important element for them. So how will that impact Democrats if they go tooth and nail on this? And do you expect that we will see a nuclear option or one of the other tools, as Senator Mike Lee put it to me earlier?
Well, if the Democrats decide to filibuster, there will be a nuclear option. I guarantee you. Mitch McConnell is not going to allow this nomination to go down. Now, perhaps the Democrats will decide that a filibuster in this case is not worth it. After all, it's a one-for-one substitution for Scalia, and they want to hold their powder for the next one, which could be the replacement for a liberal, a Democrat, on the court, in which case it would shift the balance of power dramatically for decades. And that could be the one which they want to have a massive fight. But I don't see any way that McConnell will back down on this. After all, he stood up to a lot of heavy incoming fire by holding up the Merrick Garland nomination, which I think was exactly the right move. He held it up against all conventional wisdom, against liberal opinion, media opinion, obstructionists. He took all the slings and arrows, and he turned out to be right, because the people got to choose. Supreme Court nomination was high on the agenda of the voters, and they are getting to choose through Donald Trump. So I don't see him allowing any of these to fail. It's up to the Democrats, to Chuck Schumer, to decide if he wants to go to the nuclear option or not. And the beauty of it, it's sort of the pleasing part for conservatives like me, is the poetic justice of the fact that it was the Democrats, when they had the majority. It was Harry Reid who changed 4 decades of custom to abolish the filibuster for judicial nominations below the Supreme Court. Once he had done that, ripped up the principle, ripped up the norm, abandoned precedent, there is no reason in the world why Republicans shouldn't and won't do the same if the filibuster is threatening to hold up a Republican nominee for Supreme Court.